No speak English?
Yeah.
Well, then speak it.
But why?
But why? You know what? You're in Flower Mound. You know what? Go speak your language back in Mexico.
Thanks for clicking on the Ochanos channel. Let's get right into it. As always, we start over at X. Right now, Mindset Machine. When Kevin Hart met Jeff Bezos and learned why most people never get ahead in life. Now, this is I want to say this from a Joe Rogan podcast, so you're gonna see little clips of it. I'm gonna skip ahead, okay? But if you want to see the full version, you can follow me over at X, and you can check out the full version where I repost everything. Check this out.
Jeff Bezos walks in. I said, oh shit, I'm gonna go say what's up. I said, that's a motherfucker. I would love to pick his brain. That's an interesting individual. No, don't do that. What do you mean don't do that?
Who said don't do that?
My friend. No, don't do that. Why you?
Okay, so anyways, he said, no, man. So he went over there, and he went over to Jeff Bezos, and...
Hey, man, I admire you. I don't fucking know anything about that world of death, but I admire you. I admire you for being a guy that fucking created and accomplished some shit that is a phenomenon. I want to shake your hand. I would love to talk one day. Kev, hey, man, good meeting you. Quite sure we'll bump past one day. Hey, if we do or don't, you gonna remember this. I don't need shit. I'm not asking for anything. I set myself up for another conversation for when I got the opportunity. You're talking here, but I'm gonna come over, man. I want to fucking ask you a bunch of questions about this.
Yeah. He wanted to ask him a bunch of questions, blah, blah, blah. But the point is that
Amazon shit and ask you how you came up with it. I don't think this is the time or place, but I want you to see my face.
All right, that's a whole point in that, but I can repost it, so it's there for you to check out. Now, this is interesting. This is posted by Financial Dystopia. This is how people get scammed buying cars, okay? So this is a public service announcement. Check this out. I found this interesting. I found this morning. It's at 469,000 likes.
Oh, that's why you didn't want to give me the VIN number. I'm here to see the Prius.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where can I park the car?
Oh, the Prius.
Right here? Okay, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. I'm here to see the Prius.
Yeah.
So you guys are mechanics?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the car.
Oh, so I definitely didn't see that in the pictures.
I hear a lot of Spanish being spoken.
It's definitely a lot rougher than the pictures. I just want to double check.
Yeah, double check, man. I would. Triple check.
Yeah, you didn't include any of that in the pictures.
Of course not.
Oh, that's why you didn't want to give me the VIN number.
Scumbags.
Got it. How many miles did it have?
Let me check. Let me check that for you really quick.
How many did it have?
It has
104?
104.
Yeah.
104.
In 2019 it had 188. In 2019, 200,000 miles. That's probably why you didn't want to give me the VIN number.
Scammers, dude. Freaking scammers.
Have a good day, guys.
I mean, you know, everybody
the deal is too good to be true.
Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Even these people, you know. But this is highly suspect, man. And then they come up to his car afterwards because they know he's
always
recording.
Check the VIN before you go out somewhere. If the seller doesn't want to give you the VIN before, then you know it's a problem. But
well, pretty much is that well, pretty much the car's not really run that much, but I don't know what you check on the issue on your system on your little machine thing.
It's not a machine. It's the Carfax. It's got 200,000+ miles in 2019, and you guys rolled it back.
Not, interested on the mileage, pretty much.
I'm pretty much, yeah, you guys lied. I asked her for the VIN number before. She didn't give it to me. Now I know why.
No, well, pretty much she was in Rahway, so we were not even here.
It's okay, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, so we're still over at X, and this is posted by American AF. American AF. EBT recipient wants to know. I don't even know if the person's EBT recipient. So I'd like to say that first off and foremost, that we don't know that this person is an EBT recipient. So I'm not going to make that assumption. Okay. But I find, and the reason why I'm showing you this, because I don't like to show nonsense. I like to show things and have people understand them. Now, with this post, I'm seeing a lot of this on different platforms. Seeing it on Instagram, I'm seeing reposts on X, I'm seeing it all over. So, I believe that these people, or the people that are posting this and pushing this, and I'm not talking about American AF. He shows good content, okay? So I'm not putting him down. He's showing stuff that's coming out. Now, this, I believe, is being pushed by foreign adversaries. And that's why I'm showing this to you. And when I say we Americans and the three-letter agencies are most likely looking into who is backing this type of propaganda, because that's what it is, propaganda. And it's made to divide and cause dissension within our country. And that's how asymmetric warfare works. You know, that's how certain things work in countries. You wage war in this way, psychological operations, and that's what I consider this to be from a foreign adversary. Now, listen to this.
If I came in your house with all my bags, picking out all your food, deep freezer, snacks, your grandmama's milk, and everything, what you gonna do? I'm curious. What you gonna do if I was to walk in your house and go grocery shopping in your shit? If I came in your house.
Okay, so those of you who know me, you know what I would do. She would never make it in the house. But that's just me. I'm an advocate for concealed carry. I'm an advocate for home defense. I'm an advocate for arm yourself. Better alive than dead. Yeah. Let them die for their country. I'll live for mine. You know what I mean? So, okay, so we are over at Instagram now. I do have quite a bit from Instagram, so let's start with this. This is at 651,500 or 659,000 likes September 23rd. It's trending now. It is. So this is probably an HMO. And that's the only reason why that she would probably be able to go over there and say anything at all to her.
Fuck you. You know what? Because you're an illegal, and you know what? You don't live in Flower and you're door dashing. You know what? Why are you entitled to be here with an illegal card? Go ahead.
I don't know.
You know what? I'll do that.
Just is homophobic?
No, speak English.
Yeah.
Well, then speak it.
But why?
But why? You know what? You're in Flower. You know what? Go speak your language back in Mexico. You know what? Exactly. Hey, you're taking away jobs. You think it's funny? Okay.
So, yeah, illegals, they do take away jobs. I know they take away jobs. I'm not disputing that fact. But keep in mind, folks, that you have Americans that are red-blooded Americans that would die for our country, that have protected and served the community and have done a lot of good things. We can talk like this. what do you what do you what are you saying to me? What? I need speak English. I need to speak English for you. Eh? I just buy Yumbo Yak. Think, and then you got some, and then you become famous like this lady. 'Cause I live in California where everybody act crazy.
I can get in your face too.
This is real.
Thank you.
Dude, this is crazy, man. Like what? Of course this is gonna be
Let me
a
see your
short.
driver's license.
Let me see your driver's license. Okay, what? Okay, that was too much, man. That was too much. Okay. Don't forget to follow me. Okay, if you're watching this short, don't forget to follow me.
Your police?
Huh?
Your police?
You know what?
Why?
You know what? Because you're an illegal and you know
That was beautiful, man. I mean, I don't disagree with this lady. I understand the frustration because I'm frustrated too, man.
Fuck you. Supporting someone who's despicable towards animals is not cool. You should be checked. For anyone not following along at home, she's responding to somebody else. I'm the one that's despicable to the animals because I called my ram a cunt. Despicable behaviour. I can totally see where this person's coming from. So I thought I'd take you around and show you a few of the other despicable acts I am committing. Starting off strong with Kiwi here. Just 2 weeks ago, I spent thousands.
So, is she Australian? I believe so. I believe I got this one right. Huh? Right? She's Australian, right? If you're from Australia, if you're from the outback, tell me. Do I got it right this time? She's from the shrimp and the bobby.
And thousands of dollars on him at the vet to make sure he didn't die. Horrible, atrocious behaviour. I'll just very quickly show you the cattle. I do have to step over this fencing gear because unfortunately I've replaced it so they didn't hurt themselves on the old fencing. Shit, right? These three, the darker speckles, they're all dairy crosses. So they were taken off their mother almost instantly, less than 24 hours after they were born. They still had umbilical cords. When I put them on a horse float, brought them home and bottle fed them, they'd probably be in a better situation had I not taken them, surely.
Yeah, she's pretty mad. If somebody talks some smack, and she's pretty mad. I don't get mad when people talk smack to me.
This right here is little Nigel. He's also a bottle-fed baby, and he's bottle-fed because his mother died during birth, and the farmer didn't want to look after him. So I put my hand up and I said, I'll do it. I'll bottle feed him for the next few months.
I have that same cup,
please all just act like you're scared of me for 5 seconds. She's trying to prove a point. These are my free-range chickens that spend their day frolicking in the orchard, absolutely loving life. I should probably put them in a cage or something though, like a little cage, so I can collect their eggs easier and I don't have to go and look for them around the property. And I won't walk you out to see the sheep because then I'd have to go in with the ram and then you might have to see me call him a cunt again. But the sheep I have out there, quite a few of them came to me completely blind. Their wool was falling out. They were emaciated. They were on death's door. In fact, the owner that had them prior to me sold them thinking that they were going to the abattoir and that they were gone. And then the person in between us absolutely abused the fuck out of them and sold them, put them in lambs, sold them again. I took them. I took one look at them and I brought them home and I nursed them all back to health. I lost 4 out of the 10.
Okay, man. Yeah, she's upset. I just wanted to point that out, man. Like, why do people have to be rude now? This is posted by Savvy Summer. So, guys' night. What girls think you're doing versus
What's wrong?
what you're doing.
Where's David? Is he at work?
Even worse. Guys' night.
And what's wrong with that?
You don't understand. He's probably cheating on me right now as we speak.
Sounds about right. Is Naturally Stephanie. Covering different people. This is at 61,000. 202 likes. Check it out.
There's a new dieting hack going around. I've seen it numerous times and I thought, you know what, I might have to give it a go. Whereby apparently you can eat anything you want so long as you only take 3 bites. Because balance, it's all about balance.
Anything you
it's all
want,
about
3
balance.
bites.
So 3 bites and I can have a donut. This might just change my life.
Smart. 3 bites, just 3 bites, and you're on a diet.
That's one.
That's a donut.
So demure. So mindful.
Big ass bites, man.
Greg's Donuts actually beat any other donut. They're better than Krispy Kreme. Oh, 3rd bite.
On.
Wow.
That's your new.
I feel skinnier already.
It's your new diet. Look. Look at her, dude. Okay, so we are over at YouTube now, where the channel was started. I'm having problems with the YouTube right now, so make sure you click the like and subscribe and the bell icons. That way, you know when I come out with new shorts or new episodes. My shorts are not displaying properly, so I have like 10, 9, 8 views for a short, but then somewhere else I have like 500, 600. So they're not displaying right. I don't know what's going on. I sent a message to YouTube. I haven't heard back yet, but I'm sure they're very busy with all the AI stuff that they're doing. Are you awake yet? Check this out. This is from Doc Rich.
Yeah, I absolutely had to repost this because there are a lot of people in this country that do not understand what you're about to hear right now, especially folks in New York City.
Especially.
But check it out.
On today's episode of I've Lived Through an Actual Dictatorship, so you'll know we're not on one, I want to talk about what the government considers helping its citizens. Cuban citizens, because of the nature of the government being a socialist/communist government, receive a monthly quota, which is what the government expects you to survive with in addition to your salary. Let me show you every item that the Cuban citizens received for the past 3 months in an attempt to make you realize how cruel a dictatorship really is. Once I show you and you're done picking up your job from the floor, I will explain how much a salary person makes. Don't worry, it doesn't matter what profession they're on, because in Cuba, communist/socialist country, everyone makes the same. Then I will compare it to the cost of living in Cuba. In the month of June, 1 bag of lentils per person was given. This was supposed to last them a whole month. In the month of July, they gave about 2 pounds of rice per person, in addition to, you guessed it, another bag of lentils per person. Followed by the month of August, where we had another bag of lentils per person. In addition to that, they gave about 14 jars of baby food for baby. The month of September was a plentiful one. They gave every Cuban half a kilogram of sugar, 1 pound of shredded beef for kids 1 to 13 years old, and about 2 pounds of steaks for pregnant women only. This is because they were behind for the previous 3 months, so you had to divide that in the 3 months that they were missing. All of this right here is about 4 months worth of Cuban food. And you'll be surprised that at my local Walmart, I spent about $60 to buy this. To add insult to the injury, a Cuban worker over there makes about $20 a month, and a carton of eggs is about $5 to $6. Yes, they make 4 cartons of eggs salary-wise. To add that cherry on top, retirees get about 2,000 pesos a month. 2,000 pesos is what they get every month, and a carton of eggs is 3,000 pesos. A retiree with his salaries cannot even buy a carton of eggs. Now you tell me, you, the one who's crying that this country is a dictatorship, the one who's always complaining that we have a dictator, when was the last time that you couldn't afford a carton of eggs? This, and many more reasons, is why I tell you, America is not a dictatorship. At all.
Yeah, but you know, and then we have Asmongold still over at YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. YouTube
Name 3
my
countries.
view problem.
Italy, France, Spain. Italy, China, France. You can't repeat. Well, I don't know what. Just throw out 3 new ones.
Wait, she's wearing a Kaiser helmet.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of
God.
countries. You got this. You go to college, right? Yeah. You go to college. I mean, you have to guess. Italy, China, France. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Do you know what country you're in right now?
United States.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
And, like, what's the one above the U.S.?
Canada.
And what's the one below? Below the United States?
No.
That's a keeper right there.
Alaska.
She don't know.
Antarctica. Whatever. No.
I'm sorry, what? No. Like, what is below the United States? What country?
I don't know.
You don't know?
How much do you want to bet that she hates ice?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, Mexico? Well, is Mexico's like to the side, no?
No, it's from the
What? Mexico is not to the
That's a keeper. That's the one you want to marry. I'm just joking, completely joking. No, I mean, that's kind of sad that our education, that's what we get. Doc Rich is on a roll. He has
I've been
some
saying
great
this exact
stuff.
same
Check
thing
this
for
out.
so long now. Every accusation from them is actually a
He
confession.
is my favorite.
They accuse Republicans of doing exactly what it is that they're doing, or being exactly what it is that they are.
Am I crazy, or does none of this line up anymore? Yeah, well, he's a threat to democracy. Yet he won the election fair and square. Electoral college, popular vote, swing states, everything checked out. We're living under a dictatorship. Well, everybody's still free to protest. I mean, no King's Day, post, mock, say whatever they want. Yeah, but he hates women. Well, he's the one that gave the first ever woman the chief of staff title in U.S. history and keeps promoting women in real positions of power. And he hates immigrants. But he's married to one. And his vice president married to one too. Well, free.
It really annoys me that this is a trend now, that people just use the same voice and then they, that bugs me.
Palestine. Well, now that it's actually happening, they're waving the American flag. I mean, the same flag they used to call right-wing extremism. Yeah, he's going to start World War III. And yet 10 months in, he's the only one that's kept us out of new wars. And he's about to end too. Well, I care about free speech. But they cheered when Charlie Kirk got shouted down and canceled just for showing up to talk. I mean, the same crowd screaming fascism were the ones doing the silencing.
And what do you think? Down in the comments, what do you think about this video so far? This is going to be a short. I would like to know. It's a TikTok video. Anything that causes divide. Is this true?
Let's be honest. Every accusation they throw at him ends up being a confession. So maybe he isn't the threat. They just can't stand that he's proving them wrong.
Now,
Doc
she's
Rich
making
again.
an amazing point with this one. Y'all need to listen close and make sure you hit the like button
Doc Rich
and
Day.
share this video because there's a lot of people that need to hear this message. Check it out.
What's happening with the government shutdown and food stamp programs should be a giant red flag to anybody that ever thought socialism was a good idea. You guys have bought into the lie that capitalism is the reason that people suffer and that socialism is the answer to that problem. But the definition that you've also bought into is that socialism is really just expanding social programs, that if we all just paid into these systems and then let the government determine what people needed, we'd limit suffering and fewer people starving in the wealthiest country in the world. But the truth is the government wants control over these programs so that they have control over you. Withholding food is a great way to get people to do what you want. It's also very common in socialist and communist countries. And it's also exactly what the Democrats in office are doing right now. The ones that are trying to convince you.
And that's what I've said that on different videos before. Okay, this is my time to preach. I've said it on different videos before that the government wants that control over you. The Democrats in particular want that control. They're for big government. They are for government control. They want you to rely on them, people. That is the big lie. That is the big lie that you need to wake up to. Okay, the Democrats were the slave party. How could you be a Democrat if you are against slavery? Wake up. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican, okay? Democrats are lying to you.
that socialism is a good
Continue.
idea. Democrat leader Catherine Clark admitted this week that they're using people's suffering as leverage to get what they want. She exposed exactly what socialism is about. A huge part of it is government controlling even the most basic necessities and having people in charge that are evil enough that they are willing to withhold those things from you to force compliance, even if it means that you and your family starve. Right now, they're using food and causing suffering to force compliance with their agenda from Republicans. But they're also showing that they would have no problem withholding food and causing suffering to force compliance from you.
Okay. Anyways, that's all that we have for today. Thank you very much. If you watch the channel for this long, we truly do appreciate you. Every single one of you. We make a video Monday through Friday, a long one. That's this one. How do you join the channel? That face up there, you click that face. That's how you join the channel. We appreciate every single one of you who does so and hits the like and subscribe button and shares the shorts, even though YouTube is kind of broken right now and our shorts aren't showing properly. Thank you very much. We'll catch you in the next one.